34 years ago, America's most advanced fighter jet lost a competition it should have won. The YF-23 Black Widow was faster, stealthier, and more advanced than the F-22. But politics killed it. Now, in August 2025, classified documents reveal something incredible. The Navy's new 6th-generation fighter looks exactly like the YF-23. Northrop Grumman just released concept art that will blow your mind. The ghost of the Black Widow is back, and it's about to change everything. This isn't just a comeback story. This is revenge. The most advanced fighter jet America ever built never made it to production. We uncover the stories that shape American air power. What you're about to discover will change how you see military aviation forever. The YF-23 Black Widow wasn't just ahead of its time in 1991. It was decades ahead. And now, as tensions rise with China and Russia, the Pentagon has quietly brought it back from the dead. If you believe American innovation should lead the world, type proud in the comments below. In the next 20 minutes, you'll learn why the YF-23 was really canceled, how it's secretly influencing the Navy's most classified program, and why this could be the weapon that keeps America ahead of our enemies. But first, let me tell you about the day American aviation made its biggest mistake. The greatest mistake in aviation history. April 23, 1991. The Pentagon announces the winner of the Advanced Tactical Fighter competition. Lockheed's YF-22 beats Northrop's YF-23. The room erupts in celebration for Lockheed. But in the corner, Northrop engineers sit in stunned silence. They know what everyone else doesn't. They just watch the superior aircraft lose. The YF-23 Black Widow wasn't just different, it was revolutionary. While the YF-22 used traditional design principles, the YF-23 looked like it came from the future. Its diamond-shaped wings weren't just for show. They made it nearly invisible to radar. Its sleek body wasn't just beautiful. It was designed to slice through the air faster than anything else in the sky. The numbers don't lie. The YF-23 was the only prototype in the competition that could supercruise. That means flying faster than the speed of sound without afterburners. While the YF-22 needed extra fuel to go supersonic, the YF-23 did it effortlessly. It had longer range, better stealth characteristics, and it was faster than anything Russia or China had even dreamed of building. So why did it lose? The answer might surprise you. It wasn't about performance. It was about politics, relationships, and timing. Lockheed had friends in the Pentagon. Northrop had scandals from the 1980s still haunting them. The decision wasn't made in test flights. It was made in boardrooms. But here's what makes this story incredible. The engineers who designed the YF-23 never forgot what they created. They kept the blueprints. They remembered the lessons. And now, 34 years later, they're getting their revenge. Want to support content like this? A quick like and subscribe helps us bring you more stories the mainstream media won't tell. The hidden program that changes everything. While everyone focused on the F-22 and F-35, something secret was happening in the Navy. They call it the FA-20 program. It's the most classified fighter development in American history. Until August 2025, nobody outside the Pentagon knew what it looked like. Then Northrop Grumman did something shocking. They released concept art of their FA-20 proposal on their website. Defense analysts around the world couldn't believe what they were seeing. The nose looked exactly like the YF-23. The cockpit was nearly identical. The whole design philosophy screamed Black Widow. This isn't coincidence. This is deliberate. The same engineers who worked on the original YF-23 are now working on the FA-XX. They're taking everything they learned from that failed project and building it into America's next-generation naval fighter. But why now? Why is the Navy suddenly interested in a design from 1991? The answer lies in the Pacific Ocean, where a new Cold War is brewing. China's rising threat and America's response. China isn't the same country it was when the YF-23 first flew. In 1991, their best fighter was a copy of a Soviet design from the 1960s. Today, they're building sixth-generation fighters that could challenge American air superiority for the first time since World War II. The J-20 Mighty Dragon is already in service. It's stealthy, it's fast, and it carries long-range missiles designed to sink aircraft carriers. China is also developing 3 different sixth-generation fighters, including one built specifically for aircraft carriers. They're not just trying to match America, they're trying to surpass us. This is where the YF-23's DNA becomes crucial. The original Black Widow was designed to dominate the skies over the Pacific. Its long range meant it could operate far from friendly bases. Its stealth meant it could penetrate enemy air defenses. Its speed meant it could strike and escape before the enemy knew what hit them. The Navy's FA-20 program needs exactly these capabilities. They're not just replacing the FA-18 Super Hornet. They're building a fighter that can operate in the most dangerous airspace on Earth, the South China Sea, where Chinese surface-to-air missiles can reach out hundreds of miles, where enemy fighters patrol constantly, where one mistake could start World War III. The FA-20 isn't just another fighter jet. It's America's insurance policy against losing control of the Pacific. The battle in Washington. But bringing back the YF-23's design isn't easy. Behind the scenes, a massive political battle is raging in Washington. The Pentagon wants to focus on the Air Force's F-47 program. They're worried about funding 2 sixth-generation fighters at the same time. The Navy disagrees. They know they need the FA-20 to keep China in check. In July 2025, the Trump administration slashed FA-20 funding to just $74 million. At the same time, they gave the Air Force's F-47 program $3.4 billion. The message was clear. The Pentagon was picking favorites, and the Navy wasn't the favorite. But Congress fought back. They added $750 million to keep the FA-20X alive. Representative Ken Calvert said something that should worry every American. He warned that any delay in building sixth-generation fighters would leave us dangerously outmatched in a China fight. The Navy agreed. Admiral Daryl Caudle, the new Chief of Naval Operations, told Congress that the F/A-XX is critical for maintaining American air superiority. Without it, Chinese fighters could dominate the skies over Taiwan, Japan, and the Philippines. This isn't just about military budgets. This is about whether America will remain the world's dominant military power. Why the YF-23 design is perfect for today. The genius of bringing back the YF-23 design becomes clear when you understand what modern naval aviation needs. Carrier-based fighters face unique challenges. They need to take off from a moving deck. They need to land on a ship in rough seas. They need to operate hundreds of miles from friendly support. The original YF-23 was designed with these challenges in mind, even though it was meant for the Air Force. Its rugged landing gear could handle carrier operations. Its internal fuel capacity meant it could fly long missions without refueling. Its stealth characteristics meant it could survive in heavily defended airspace. But the FA-20 version will be even better. Modern technology has solved problems that limited the original design. New materials make it lighter and stronger. Advanced engines provide more power with less fuel consumption. Cutting-edge electronics give it capabilities the 1991 version could never. The result is a fighter that combines the YF-23's proven advantages with 21st century technology. It's like taking a Formula One car from 1991 and upgrading it with today's best components. Are you a military veteran or current service member? We'd love to have you join our community of professionals who understand what it takes to keep America safe. The technology that makes it possible. What makes the FA-20 so revolutionary isn't just its YF-23 heritage, it's how that classic design integrates with modern technology. The new fighter will be able to control drone squadrons like a quarterback directing plays. One pilot will command multiple unmanned aircraft, multiplying American firepower while keeping our people safe. The stealth technology has improved dramatically since 1991. The original YF-23 was stealthy for its time, but today's standards are much higher. The FA-20 will be virtually invisible to radar, even advanced systems that China and Russia are developing. Range is another game changer. The Navy wants the FA-20 to fly 25% farther than current fighters. That means operating from carriers positioned safely away from enemy missiles, while still reaching targets deep in hostile territory. The weapon systems will be equally impressive. Internal bays will carry next-generation missiles designed to destroy enemy fighters and ships from extreme range. External hardpoints will allow massive bomb loads when stealth isn't required. But perhaps most importantly, the FA-20 will be networked like never before. It will share information instantly with satellites, other aircraft, ships, and ground forces. This creates a unified battle picture that gives American forces an overwhelming advantage. The competition heats up. The race to build the FA-20 isn't just between Northrop Grumman and Boeing. It's a competition to define the future of American air power. Northrop brings the YF-23 legacy and proven stealth expertise from the B-21 bomber program. Boeing brings experience from the F/A-18 Super Hornet and their recent victory in the Air Force's F-47 competition. For Northrop, winning the FA-20 would be redemption. It would be their first fighter contract since the F-14 Tomcat. It would prove that the best design wins, even if it takes 34 years. For Boeing, the FA-20 represents survival. Their fighter division in St. Louis needs new work to stay competitive. Losing this contract could end their role in military aviation. The stakes couldn't be higher. We're talking about potentially hundreds of billions of dollars and thousands of jobs. More importantly, we're talking about the aircraft that will defend American interests in the Pacific for the next 50 years. What this means for American security? The return of the YF-23 design philosophy represents more than nostalgia. It represents America's commitment to maintaining air superiority against rising threats. China's rapid military modernization demands an equally rapid American response. The FA-20 program shows that American innovation still leads the world. We're not just building another fighter jet. We're creating a system that will dominate future battlefields. The integration of manned and unmanned platforms, the networking of all military assets, the focus on speed, stealth, and range. These capabilities will determine who controls the Pacific in the coming decades. If America builds the FA-20, our carriers can operate safely while projecting power anywhere in the region. If we don't, Chinese anti-ship missiles could push our fleet back to Hawaii. The choice is that simple. Build the next-generation fighter, or watch China dominate the world's most important ocean. The road ahead. The FA-20 program still faces major hurdles. Funding battles continue in Congress. Pentagon officials remain divided about supporting two sixth-generation programs simultaneously. Technical challenges must be overcome, but the momentum is building. The Navy has made the FA-20 a top priority. Congress has shown strong support. Defense contractors are investing their own money in development. Most importantly, the threat from China continues to grow. Every month that passes without American sixth-generation fighters in service is a month that China gets closer to air superiority in the Pacific. The clock is ticking. Military experts believe China will have operational sixth-generation fighters by 2030. America needs the F/A-XX in service by then to maintain the balance of power. The good news is that the YF-23 design gives us a head start. Instead of starting from scratch, engineers can build on 34 years of research and development. The basic configuration is proven. The technology has matured. Instead of starting from scratch, engineers can build on 34 years of research and development. The basic configuration is proven. The technology has matured. The industrial base is ready.